Hello, guys. Welcome to Daily Current Affairs series. Today, we will discuss 16th January current affairs. Myself, Sunny Sandeep. Welcome to our channel, Gear Up for Group 1 exam. Let us discuss the today's important current affairs. The first one, driverless metro car. Here, our Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh unveiled state-of-the-art driverless metro car for the Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority, that is MMRDA, at a function held at BEML's Bangalore complex. Here, this Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority (MMRDA) project has 63% indigenous content, which will enhance to 75% in next 2 to 3 years. Here, I have to thank to COVID-19. Why? You will get surprised. Why? Because if you see that after COVID-19, India is mainly concentrating on self-reliant India. That means they are not depending too much on imports from other countries. They are making own themselves. It is a good move and a right opportunity to become self-reliant India. It is a welcome step. Next one, Prarambha. What is this Prarambha? Here, in these many years, from 2015 to 2020, we heard one word, that is startup. Startup means the name itself defines. That means from the scratch point or from the early start stage. That means with one innovative idea, they are beginning or they are building a one company. We will call it as a startup company. Here, Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal inaugurated Praram, that is Startup India International Summit. It is a 2-day Praram Startup India International Summit began in New Delhi with members of BIMSTEC. Here, BIMSTEC means Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation. Bay of Bengal. Which country comes under Bay of Bengal? Here, BIMSTEC, that is Bangladesh, India, Myanmar, S for Sri Lanka, T for Thailand, and economic cooperation. Mainly India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand will consist of these BIMSTEC countries. Here, why this India is concentrating more on these BIMSTEC countries and SAARC countries? Why? Because whenever any threat from outer countries or foreign countries, first we have to make friends with the neighboring countries. That means whatever may be, whatever neighboring countries for us, that is Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Myanmar, Thailand. I will give a simple example. There is a clashes or there is a tensions between India and China last 1 year. If suppose China has planned to attack on India, then it will make a friendship with other countries like Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Why? Because it has to attack from all sides. We know that there is a rivalry between India and Pakistan. Absolutely, Pakistan will definitely will help China only. Apart from that one, if we make good relations with neighboring countries, we will make a good foreign policy as well as in the in a view of security also. That's why this summit is demonstration of neighborhood first policy and it is also a look east policy. Next one, publication of notice of marriage not mandatory. That means suppose whenever a boy and a girl want to marry, then they have to give notice before. But whereas Allahabad High Court has ruled that the provision of publication of notice of intended marriage under the Special Marriage Act 1954 Very, very important act. This is Special Marriage Act 1954. It is not mandatory now. Why? What is the context? Why it is not mandatory? Why? Because the court said making such a publication mandatory, if that notice is mandatory, then it would invade the fundamental rights of liberty and privacy, including within its sphere the freedom to choose for marriage without interference from state and non-state actors of the persons concerned. That means it will invade the liberty and privacy of a individual. That's why it is a detrimental, or it is a avoiding violating the fundamental rights of a person. That's why this Allahabad High Court has given publication of notice of marriage not a mandatory one. Next one, Ved Mehta. Who is this person? Here, from this person, we have to take two important things. That is, no physical or no any other thing will stop from achieving anything special or anything great. Why? Because he is a blind person. Even though he is a blind, he written great books. That's why we have to know about this person, and we have to take his life as an inspiration to achieve anything. Suppose when we are trying, or when we are trying for any competitive exams, or we are trying for anything, jobs or whatever it may be, there may be some troubles, there may be some struggles. Don't be afraid of that. Be fight with, give a fight, strong fight. If you fail, again you fight. If you fail, again fight. Then don't quit. Here, then only we will get the success. Here, Ved Mehta is a celebrated Indian and American author, Ved Mehta, who overcome the blindness and became widely known as the 20th century writer most responsible for introducing American readers to India. Died in the US with complications from Parkinson's disease. That means his nervous system is unable to respond. That is known as Parkinson's disease. Parkinson disease. He lost his eyesight at the age of 3 from meningitis. He did not let this challenge to stop him from showcasing his literary powers to the world. That means that any physically or any trouble will not stop from achieving anything great. That's why don't stop and never quit, and do whatever your goal. Next one, as a part of UPSC Prelims 2020, today we will discuss 78th question. Consider the following pairs: Mekong, whether it flows into Andaman Sea; Thames, whether it flows into Irish Sea; Volga, whether it flows into Caspian Sea; Zambezi, whether it flows into Indian Ocean. Here it is asking for correct option. Here, as per, only 3 and 4 options are correct. Why? Because these Volga and Zambezi are flows into Caspian Sea and Indian Ocean. Other 1 and 2 options are wrong. With this, we can conclude our video. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to our channel. Gear up for Group 1 exam. This is Sunny Sandeep signing out. Take care and bye-bye.